Welcome to my YouTube channel. I was planning to join. Today I'm going to be showing you guys on how to do this particular kind of a design in Archicad. Okay, this is a 4-bedroom design in Archicad. As you can see, this is the you guys just saw it in the 3D, so you guys have a very good view of how it actually looks like. Okay, but this is what it looks like in Archicad, and I'm also going to do some other designs to it eventually. So this is just it, and this is the face. This is the front face. As you can see, if we go up, it has a flat roof design, and the flat roof design steps from this side downwards to this other side. And if you look at the glass properly, the windows are very long. All right, they're very long and thin. Okay, so that's the windows. That's the kind of windows which we want to try to use for this particular building. Okay, so if you without any further ado, let's just go straight to the point. And if you want to know how to design this, okay, now because I'm going to be, for all my videos, I always start with doing the floor plans. That's the ground floor plan and the first floor plan. So that's mainly for beginners in Archicad. So I'm just going to start with that first, and I'm going to go on to the 3D section of this of the floor plan. Okay, so one thing I also want you guys to notice about this building is that this is not a building that is actually for a client. This is something that is a demo project. Okay, this is not a building for a client. This is a demo project. Okay, because I'm saying this because of some of the designs, or that's the rooms or the spaces are gonna look a little bit different. Okay, but there's nothing that you can adjust. So if you're an architect and you like this design and you want to use this design for your project, I would suggest you guys look for a way to modify it and not follow 100% of my work. You can decide to add a little bit of maybe features to the house or something that suits the design properly. Okay, because I actually try my best to manage this space and try to just make it look very minimalist, like a minimalist design. Okay, so if you are a beginner in Archicad, I would suggest you guys watch the video from the beginning to the end, so you know how to design all of this. Okay, and if you're a pro, okay, and you're not a beginner in Archicad, I'll suggest you skip the video to this number right here, so that you guys can watch the way I did it. That's the 3D aspect of the design. Okay, and without any further, let's just get right into the business. I'm going to be opening a new project in Archicad. Okay, but this time around I'm going to be using Archicad 28. Okay, I already have it opened here. This is it, so I want to click on it, and as you can see, this is Archicad 28. So I'm going to be using Archicad 28 to draw my designs. Okay, so now we want to start with the ground floor plan, and this is the basics. This is the basics. If you're a beginner in Archicad, this is the basics. Okay, so when you open a new project, you're going to be having all this white space right here. The first thing I just wanted to do is come to the design here. Okay, just notice this design. If you can click on it, it's gonna collapse. Okay, and if you click on it, it's gonna open back. Okay, so if you click this, you have the design. All of the designs is here. Okay, if you click on the viewpoint, you have all of the viewpoints. This is where your sections is, your elevations, and all this other stuff. Okay, so if you click on this, it's gonna collapse back. Click on the document, and you also have your line tools, you have your circle tools, you have your fill tool, and the rest, you know, just all the stuff. So we have 3 of them here. Okay, so if you click on the design here, you're gonna be selecting on the wall tool. Now if you click on the wall tool, you can come here and just click drag, click drag, click drag, click drag, click drag. Okay, so this is all we just do here. Okay, so I'm going to highlight all of this and press delete on my keyboard. All right, so once you click on the wall tool, you can come and do your designs. But once you click on the wall tool, the next thing I want you to do is just come to this place here, click on it, and click this first icon. Once you click the first icon, click on the settings dialog here, come to this side here, and change the wall thickness to be 225. Okay, these are the basics. This is because of, we're going to be using 225 for all of the walls. That's the wall size. That's the standard wall size we're actually going to be using. So I'm going to click OK. Okay, once you've done that, just click drag down. All right, and click, then do and click again. So as you can see, if you look at my wall properly, my wall is not straight. If you look at it properly, it is not straight, it is slanted. Okay, so we are making mistakes like this is not actually a big deal in Archicad. You can also adjust it. So you can adjust it by clicking like this. Click on this black node. As you can see, click the black node and just move it to this side, and you're going to be seeing this dotted line, and just click, so it's going to be straight back. Okay, but I'm going to delete this now. What I'm supposed to do in the first place was, when I click on the wall tool, once I click and drag, you can decide to hold down the shift on your keyboard to lock the position of the straight line. Okay, so it's just going to lock to one particular side. Okay, it doesn't make any mistake. But if I remove mount from the shift key, I can decide to be free and like this. Or better still, once you're doing a straight line, make sure you are following this dotted chained Archicad line. Okay, and just click, then click again. Okay, as you can see, if you notice, I'm double clicking, I'm clicking twice. If you are not clicking twice, it means you need to come and change this. Okay, so if you hold this down and you click on this, I think your on icon should be this. So if you click and you drag, then you click, just gonna have this right here. Okay, so most of the times I always like to just hold this down, change this to this chained. Okay, as you can see, it's chained, and this also gives me this kind of free movement. Okay, so that's why I always use this chained. Okay, but you can decide to use anyone that goes with your choice. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight all of this and delete it. Click this and also delete it. So we created this long line like this. Okay, what we need to do next is come to the wall tool again, click on it, click this side and drag it like this, then double click. Okay, so once you've done that, now I want you to come to this side right here. Okay, just put your cursor here. Once it loads up, as you can see, then just move your cursor to this side and give a distance of, let's say, 3725. Okay, 3725. Click enter. Once you click enter, drag it down. Okay, just drag it down like this and double click. All right, so once you've done this, what I want you to do next is put the cursor here again. Once it has loaded up, just move your cursor here and let's give a distance of 36. Click enter once you're done, and we're going to try to move this down a little bit and double click. Okay, we're trying to form the floor plans. For this other side, I want you to move the cursor here, allow it to load up, and let's give a distance of 28. Okay, once you click the distance of 28, click enter, and let's double click this side. But if you notice, we are not having the right measurement for this. Okay, what I mean by we're not having the right measurements for this is, from here to here supposed to be 28. Yeah, let's just try and take a quick measurement from here to here to see what it actually gives us. So click on this measure tool, click on it, put your cursor here, click on it and drag it down to this side. As you can see, it's giving us 2575. Okay, that means this wall has to give us a little bit of additional space for it to be 28. Okay, so once you click this, you can decide to just click this. Once you click this, the wall is going to shift to this other side. As you can see, it gives us 28. Okay, in case you guys are not seeing this in your Archicad design, just note that this design is the design that came out of recent for Archicad 28. Okay, so later older versions of Archicad don't have this particular marker tool. If you're using Archicad 27, you're using Archicad 26, Archicad 25, 24, you're not going to be seeing this. Okay, but it's only started rolling this updates for Archicad 28. Okay, so let's go back to the design that we have in hand. So I want you to hold down Alt on your keyboard and select this wall. So when you select the wall, put your cursor, you allow it to load up. Once it has loaded up, you just give a distance here of 1, 2, then click enter, then drag it to this other side, then double click. Okay, put your cursor here again, allow it to load up, and let's give a distance of 1788. Now I wanted to load your cursor here. Once it has loaded up, I wanted to give a distance here of 15. So once it comes here, now we don't want the wall to come to this other side. Okay, we want the wall to face the other side. So what we can do is for us to come and select this side. Once we select that side, it's just going to face the other side, and we can double click the side. Okay, for us to cut away this wall, what we can do is to just hold down Control on our keyboard and cut out the side. Okay, now what I want you to do next is, once you've cut out this wall, hold down Control again, cut out the side, cut out the side, cut out the side. Okay, so once you've done that, what I want you to do next is hold down Alt, select on this wall. Okay, put the cursor here, allow it to load up, and let's give a distance of 6825. So one distance will be 6825. Click enter, and I just want you to drag this down like this. Just drag it and double click. Okay, once you have that, hold on Alt, select this wall, put the cursor here, allow it to load up, and let's give a distance of like let's say 653. Click enter, and we want the wall to face the other side, so we're going to click this icon. Okay, so once you click the icon, we're just going to drag this down, or like just drag it down and double click. So hold on Alt, select on this wall, put the cursor, allow it to load up, and just give a distance of 2675. Click enter. Once you click enter, I want you to give the dragging. Just before you click, just give a distance of 2717. Then you click enter. Once you click enter, just take it down, then double click. Once you double click, hold down Control on your keyboard and cut out this wall. Okay, click this wall, click this node and drag it up like this. Okay, hold down Control on your keyboard and cut out this wall. Put the cursor here, hold down Alt, select on this wall, put the cursor here, allow it to load up, and let's give a distance of just 800. Okay, 800. Okay, 800. Click enter, and we want the cursor to face the other side, so I'm just going to click this side and then double click this side. Hold down Control on my keyboard and cut out this wall. Hold down Control on my keyboard and cut out this wall. Okay, so let's click on this node, and let's take it up and let's give a distance of 6625. Click enter, and from this side here, okay, from this side here, I want you to hold down Alt, select on this wall, click this side. Okay, let's make the wall to move to the other side by clicking this side, and you can decide to double click this side. Okay, so I'm also going to teach you guys another way for you guys to do your fast drawings in Archicad. Okay, so let me teach you this way. Come to your document here, you see this line tool, click on the line tool. Now I want you to come and select this color here, click on the color, that's the pen, the kind of color you want to use here. Just click on this 0.13. Okay, just click on the first one. Now you see where this is located. Okay, let me say you want this room size to be a particular measurement. You can decide to just click. Okay, click from here, and let's take it up, and let's give a distance of 27. Once you do that, just double click. Okay, or just click. Now hold down Alt, select on this wall. Once you select on the wall, from that point click on it. Okay, then just drag it outside like this, then double click. Once you do that, I want you to come and select this wall, click on this node, drag it out, click. Okay, select this, click on this node and click this side. Okay, once you do that, click this node and click this side. Okay, once you've done that, hold down Control on your keyboard, cut out this part, cut out this part, cut out this part, cut out this part. You can click on the line tool and just delete it at the end of the day. Okay, hold down Control on your keyboard and also cut out this wall away. Okay, now let's give a distance from here to here. Okay, for easy, just remember that for easy explanation, you can decide to click on this line, click this, drag it down, and let's give a distance of 2314. Okay, once you do that, just click. Once you click it, hold on Alt, select on this wall, click this, and we want this wall to face outside, so we're going to click this side and just double click this side. So let's click this side. Once you click this side, click on this node. Remember, for every wall you select, there's going to be two nodes, one here and one is going to be here. Okay, so for this one, just click this. There's also two nodes, just click this node here and drag it outside like this. Okay, click this and just put it to allow the wall to stop around the side. Okay, once you do that, click on this line and just delete it. Now the next thing I want us to do is, so let's click on this wall, click on this node and stretch it to this other side. Okay, hold down Ctrl on your keyboard, cut out this side. Okay, I want you to click on this wall, click on this node and stretch it to this side. Okay, once you do that, now I want you to hold down Ctrl on your keyboard, cut out this wall. Okay, now click on the line tool. Once you click on the line tool, click this point here, stretch it to this side and let's give a distance of 5575. Click enter. So click enter, hold on Alt on your keyboard and select this wall. From this point here, allow it to load up, click it and let's allow this what do you call it, this wall to go to the other side, and select this and double click this side. Click on the wall, click on this node and stretch it up to the upper side and then cut out this side like this. Click this and delete it. So we can see that we have the full plan already in place. So what we need to do is to just fix in the doors and the windows now. So for us to fix in the doors and the window, what we just have to do is just come to design here. When we come to design here, we're going to click on this door tool. So when we click on the door tool, you can just come to wherever I want the door for wherever I want the door to be. I want it to be a door here, so I'm just going to put the cursor here. Okay, and just click and it's going to ask me where it wants to open. As you can see, it's going to show me where it wants to open. So I want the door to open to this other side here, and we're going to be having the door like this. Okay, I also want it to be a door here. Okay, the door I want here isn't going to be 900 in millimeter. Okay, I want it to be 750, so I'm going to click on the door and change this to be 750. Click enter. Okay, as you can see, it's perfect like that. So I'm going to hold down Alt on my keyboard to select the wall, put the cursor here, allow it to load up, and let's give a distance of 2-3. Click enter, drag it up and double click this side. Okay, once you've done that, hold down Alt on your keyboard to select this door. Okay, and let's open a door here. All right, so just click and let it open like this. I'm going to hold down Control on my keyboard and cut out this wall. Okay, so there can be a free space for going in. Since this door that I have here is 750, I'm going to hold down Alt and select it. As I select it, I can come and fix the door here and allow it to open like this, as you can see. And I want there to be another 750 door here too. Click and allow it to open like this. Okay, I made a little bit of mistake here. This wall is supposed to expand a little bit. If you look carefully at our wall, if I click on this wall, it's giving me 2492. Okay, so I want the wall to expand outside here, so I need to make sure that this wall is facing the other side. So when I click on the wall, as you can see, the wall is being selected down. I'm going to select this one, so this gives me 2717, which is actually a perfect dimension. Okay, so so in case maybe you're using a lower version of Archicad and using Archicad 28, I'll suggest you guys to, so if you guys want to know a quick measurement of what you're having, just click M on your keyboard, click this node and move it to this other side. So it's going to give you a quick dimension of this distance to this distance. Okay, so you can decide to also, so that's the shortcut keyboard, you can decide to click it also here. Okay, and it's going to give you the dimensions of both sides. Okay, so I want it to be a double door here. Okay, so I'm going to hold down Alt on my keyboard and select this door, and let's come and open the door here. Click and let's open into this other side. So what I want to do is just change this door into a double door. So select it, select the door, click on the settings dialog, and we're going to look for hinge door. As you can see, this is hinged, it's been selected, and this time around we're going to look for a double door, something like this, double door asymmetric. Okay, and let's click on OK, and as you can see, we're going to be having something like this. Okay, so that is that. You can decide to adjust it to this other side. Okay, as you can see, it is like this. So click on this node here, select on this drag, this box is going to appear, so you select on the drag and move it to the side. Okay, so there you go. So once we fix in the window, that's the doors, the next thing we want to do is to fix in the windows. Okay, which is actually very essential for our designs, to make our design to be perfect. Okay, So for us to fix in the windows, what we have to do is just come to this is the window here. Okay, this is the window. Click on the window here, click on the settings dialog. Okay, and you're gonna be seeing series of windows, but we want our window here to be a sliding window. Okay, so or rather we can decide to use an historic windows, or you can decide to use any kind of window of your choice. It can be this inside and outside historic window. Okay, there are different kind of windows you guys can decide to use of your choice. Okay, so we want the design of the window, that's the width of the window. We want the width of the window to be 500. Okay, and click on OK. That's, you see it's gonna change here, so click on OK, and let's start fixing in the windows where we want. So you just want to come here, you click, okay, click. So I want it to be 2 windows here, and there can also be a window here also. Click, and maybe another window here. Click, and another window here. Click, and maybe a window here also. Click. Sorry, I made a mistake, so I'm just gonna supposed to be outside. Okay, and let me say for this other side too. So I'm just gonna be placing the windows where they ought to be. All right, for this other side here, I want it to be a door here. Okay, so I'm going to hold on Alt and select this door, and let's open a wall here. So for us to open a wall that's facing properly, we're going to have to move this wall to this other side. So I'm just going to click this and let the wall open like this. That's the door open like this. Click on this wall, click on this node, and where this box pops up, just make sure you're selecting this drag, and let's move it to this side here. Okay, so you can have it perfect like that. Once you do that, you're gonna notice that there's a breakage between this and this. So you click on the wall, click on the node, and let's try to click on this. Make sure you select on this stretch and try to link it up with this one so they connect properly. Okay, so as you can see, we are done with the ground floor plan. What remains for us to do like this now is for us to do the dimensions and for us to write the text. Okay, so I'm just trying to do this for beginners in Archicad. Okay, I'm going to go to the second story to design the second story. But before I design the second story, let me just give you guys a quick view of how you can do your dimensions and also add your text to the drawing. So for you to do your dimensions, once you finish your drawing, all you just have to do is come to the document, and you're going to be seeing this dimension. Is the first tool in the document section. Okay, so you click on the dimension tool. Once you click on the dimension tool, you zoom into wherever you want to dimension. You just click the point here, click the point here, click this point, 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 click this side here, select this, select this, select this, select this. Okay, once you selected all those points you want to dimension, then what you do is you right click, you click on OK, then you can decide to drag it to any places of your choice. Okay, so just select this side. Once you select it, it's going to give you all of these dimensions like this. Okay, it's going to give you the dimensions automatically, as you can see. So if you look properly at dimensions is in meters. Okay, we want to change this meter into millimeters. Okay, so for us to go about that, what we just have to do is come to the options tool here and scroll down. You're going to be seeing project preferences, and what I want you to do is come to the dimensions. Click on dimensions. It's going to load up, and I want you to select on this plane millimeter. Okay, instead of the plane meter, click on the plane millimeter, then click on OK, and automatically the drawing is going to change into millimeters. Okay, now you can decide to click this point and click this point to get the overall distance from here to here, and just take it up and click. So the overall distance from here to here is 9975. Okay, so you can decide to also do the same thing for all those points. That's for you. That's when you want to dimension in Archicad. Also, if you don't like how those lines are being shown like this, if you don't like it, you can decide to highlight all of the dimension. Once you highlight all of the dimension, click on the settings dialog here. As you click on the settings dialog, just come, you see this witness line, just come and select this one, or you can start to select this one of your choice. Okay, so I'll just select this one. You can also decide to come and change the thickness. You can decide to change the pen, that's a text pen. Okay, you can do a lot of changes here that goes with your choice. Okay, so once you selected this one, click on OK, and the line are gonna be cut short, so it makes your work look more neater in Archicad. Okay, so you can also decide to do internal dimensions. Okay, internal dimensions, hold on Alt, select on one of the dimension lines, and just come here, select this point here, select this point, right click on OK, and just move it to whatever position you want it to be. Then click. You can start to do the same thing for this other side. Click here, right click on OK, and you can decide to move it to this other side. Okay, it doesn't matter wherever the points are, you can dimension them just the way you want them to be, okay, and you're gonna be having something like that. I'm gonna go into the adding of the text to your drawing. Okay, for you to add the text to your drawing, where you just have to come is still on the document tab. You can decide to click on the text tool. This is the text tool here. Okay, let's decide to just click, drag and click. Okay, once you do that, you can decide to write whatever I want to write here. Okay, this is going to be the living room. Okay, as you can see, this is the living room. You can decide to backspace delete what you just wrote. Okay, this time around I want it to be in capital letters, so I'm going to write living room. Okay, once I write the living room, and I'm just going to click outside of the box. Once I click outside of the box, I can decide to click on the living room itself, and this is going to show me this box here. If I click on the middle node here, if I click on it, okay, and this box is going to appear, I can decide to drag it to any place of my choice, as you can see. All right, so I want the living room to be here, and I don't want this living room to be this thick. Okay, this is very bold, so I'm just going to untick this bold. All right, and I want to give it another kind of a color, so I'm going to come here and click this to give it maybe a darker color, as you can see. And also, I don't like the way it's very bold. I feel like it is the size is very bold, so I'm just going to reduce the size. Let me just say by 2 mm. I'm going to click enter, and it's going to be reduced like that. Okay, so I'm going to click on the room itself. Okay, and I want to make a duplicate of this. So to make a duplicate of this, I'm going to, once I click on the room, I'm going to right click, go to move, and I'm going to see drag a copy. When I click drag a copy, I can decide to click on the living room, come here and click. So once I click, I can click on this living room, double click again on it, highlight it, and let's make this side to be the dining area. So this is one of the tricks you can use when you guys want to do your drawings in Archicad, so you guys can be faster in doing your works. Okay, so I want to also encourage you guys that you guys should learn the shortcut keys. What I mean by learning the shortcut keys is, if I want to make a duplicate of this dining area, for instance, I can just use the shortcut key by saying Ctrl+Shift+D, then by clicking this place and putting this here. As you can see, I made the duplicate keys. So I'll suggest you guys learn the shortcut keys. So if you guys want to learn the shortcut keys, if you can click on this, right click, go to move, you're going to be seeing to drag. Ctrl+D is the shortcut key, Ctrl+R is for rotate, Ctrl+M is for mirror, Ctrl+9 is elevate, then Ctrl+Shift+D is drag a copy, Ctrl+Shift+E is rotate a copy, Ctrl+Shift+M is mirror a copy. Okay, so we have all of this. We have Ctrl+U to multiply your design. Okay, so, and this also works in multiple ways. If I click this and press Ctrl+Shift+D, I can pick this node here and drag it to this side. It's going to make a duplicate of this for me. Okay, so this works in different ways that you can imagine. You can start to click this and make a copy of this, Ctrl+Shift+D, and just click this side, and it's going to make a duplicate. Okay, so it makes your work much more faster in Archicad. Okay, so we want this side. So for you to edit your text, click it, double click on it, highlight it, and let's make this side to be the kitchen. Okay, then click outside the box. and you're gonna be good. Okay, so this is one of the ways for you guys to go about that in Archicad. So now let's get right into the first story. But before we get right into the first story, what I want us to do is to draw the stairs for this design. Okay, the stairs is gonna be in this particular side. Okay, so for us to go about that, what we just have to do is just come to the design tool here. We're gonna be seeing the stairs tool. This is the stairs tool. We're gonna click on the stair tool. Okay, once you click on it, we're going to come to the settings dialog and come and do some little settings. Okay, the first thing I wanted to do is to align this and change it to be 0. Align this and change it to be 0. Now I want us to come to this side here and change this to be 15. Okay, and we want the stair width to be 1000, so we don't have any problem. Okay, so the next thing I want us to do right now is click on OK. So after doing all that, what I just want to do is click on this wall. That's once you've pressed escape. Okay, click on this wall, click this node, and let's change it to like this side here. Okay, once you've done that, now come back to this, that's the stairs. Click on the stairs, click on the settings dialog, make sure that everything here is set properly. Okay, click on OK. Now pick the stairs again from here, pick the stairs from here, and let's stretch it down and pick this point here. Okay, once you pick that point, stretch it to this side, pick this point here, take it up, pick this point and stretch it back like this. Okay, then just click. Once you click, it is going to set the stairs for you automatically. So you guys, that's you walk like this. That's 1, 2. Okay, there's a landing here, 3, 4, 5. There's a landing here, 6, 7, 8. There's another landing here, and you have the 9, 10, 11 to the story building. Okay, you can also decide to modify this to your choice. Remember that what I said in the beginning, that this is just a model design for teaching. Okay, so for us to go to the first floor, what we just have to do is double click on the first story here. Once you double click on the first story, you're gonna be seeing only the stairs. You're gonna be seeing only the stairs and nothing again, just the white stuff. So for us to actually work with this, what we just have to do is that since we can't see what's on the ground floor plan, we can at least try to make a little bit of difference. So what I want us to do right now is I want us to right click on the ground floor plan. Remember, we are on the first story. Okay, this is the first story, but I want us to see what is on the ground floor plan. So what we are just going to do is just right click on the ground floor plan and come to this show as trace reference. Once you click on the show as trace reference, you click on it, it's going to show you it's just like an expo. Okay, just like a filter or transparent something that you can see the ground floor, but you can't select anything. Okay, you can't select anything. So what we want to do right now is we want to try and sketch a design here. That's for the first story. So for us to go about it, what we just have to do is we want to cantilever the drawing. Okay, what we're going to do, okay, is this. We're going to come to the document tool, click on the line tool here. So click on the line tool. I'm going to click. I'm just going to make a sketch. I'm going to make a sketch of the drawing. But as you can see, our line tool broke around this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the line tool and delete it. Then we're going to click on the line tool again, and let's use this chained version. Okay, so it can follow us as you're picking it. So we're going to click this side. Okay, click here, and I'm also going to try and click this point here. Click this, and I'm just going to stop around this side and just click again. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to click on this line, and for me to select all of the line at the same time. So if you are using a lower version of Archicad, there's what we call suspend groups. Okay, but it has actually been upgraded in Archicad 28, so it's gonna be seen somewhere around here. Okay, so what this does is that if you make a chained design like this, okay, once you click on it, it's going to select all of it at the same time. Okay, so but for Archicad 28 there has been a few changes to it. So what I have to do now is highlight all of this and press Ctrl G. So I press Ctrl D. If I select on this, as you can see, it is going to group all of them at the same time. I can select all of them at the same time. Okay, So what the Ctrl G does is group all of these elements together. Okay, but if I don't want them to be grouped again together, I can decide to click on these suspend groups and select all of them one by one, as you can see. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing for this also. Okay, so I'm going to highlight all of this and delete it. Okay, now I'm going to click on the line tool. Okay, or rather in a much more faster way, I'm going to highlight all of this at the same time by clicking on this marquee tool. Okay, I came to the marquee tool, so I'm going to highlight all of this at the same time. I'm going to click on the line tool, press Ctrl A on my keyboard and press Ctrl G on my keyboard. As you can see, it has locked in all of these lines together. Okay, so that's the first process for that. So I'm going to untick the suspend groups. Now I'm going to select on the line. So I select on the line, is going to select all of it at the same time, all of the lines at the same time. Now what I want us to do is I want to expand this line so that I can draw my first floor plan. Okay, so for me to go about that, what I just have to do is I'm going to come to the window here, come to palette. Now I'm going to scroll down here. Okay, just keep scrolling down and I want to select on this control box. If I select on the control box, this is the control box, as you can see. Now the next thing I want us to do is click on the line. So click on the line, come here, hold down your cursor here. This is going to pop up and I want you to come and select this fourth icon. So select on the fourth icon, click this magic wand, as you can see, click on it. Just come closer to where the line is. As you can see, once it changes color, click on it, stretch it outside and let's give a distance of 300 because that's what I want the cantilever distance to be. So I'm going to click enter after clicking on 300 and I want to click delete on my keyboard. Okay, once I do that, I want to press escape. Now it has cantilevered all of this for me. Okay, perfectly. Now I can do my drawings just the way I want them to be. Okay, so for me to do my drawings now, I'm just going to cancel this control box and I want to click on the design tool, click on the wall tool. Okay, then I'm going to start picking my drawing from here. Click this side. Okay, just trace the line and double click this side once you reach that point. Okay, so now the next thing I want us to do is I want us to come and just form that's all over the sides here, just keep forming them on this other side. So I'm going to make this to be like a fast forward kind of a video so that it doesn't take much of your time, so the video doesn't get longer. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hold down Alt and select on this wall here. Okay, once I do that, I'm going to come here, just click. Okay, but I want it to be at the other side, so I'm going to click this. Okay, so I'm just going to move this down, double click like that. So if we untick our trace reference, so we remove what is on the ground floor plan, So we just have only what is on the first floor plan, and we're going to be having the full first floor plan. Okay, so I'm going to untick the trace reference. This is it here. I'm going to untick it here. As you can see, we have this perfect design like this. Okay, as you can see, this is where they land. Okay, just perfect. They can walk in like this. So what we want to do right now is just come to the hold down Alt on your keyboard. Okay, select this, put your cursor here, allow it to load up, and let's give a distance of 3185. Click enter, and we want it to face the other side, so I'm going to be clicking this side. Okay, and stretch it down by 1 2. Okay, click enter and take it back like this. Okay, just double click this side, and what I want us to do is just click this, or rather click this wall, click this node, stretch it outside like this. Okay, press Ctrl on your keyboard and cut out the side. So here is going to be the balcony. Okay, so the next thing I want us to do is come to the document tool here, click on the line tool. Okay, use the line tool to shape in from here to this side here. Okay, once you do that, click this wall, delete it, click this wall, or rather just press Ctrl on your keyboard and just cut out this part away. Okay, now click this, hold down the node, stretch it to this other side. Okay, once you do that, click on this wall you did, press Ctrl Shift D to make a copy and give a distance of 225. Click enter, click this, give a distance of 225 by making a duplicate of it. That's Ctrl Shift D, and you're gonna be having something like that. Hold down Ctrl, cut out this side, cut out this side, then cut out this side, cut out this side. Okay, you can also decide to change the line to a dotted line by highlighting all of this. Okay, click this and change it to be a dashed small. Okay, so you're going to be having a dotted line like that, which is actually indicating an arc. So once you've done this, what I want us to do is come to this side here. I want you to hold down Alt, select this side here, put the cursor here to this edge, allow it to load up, and let's give a distance of 15. Click enter, and once you click enter, stretch it to this side here, double click on it.
Find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.
Now let's come here, and I'm going to use the line tool again. Click on the line tool, click this point here, drag it outside like this, and we want the distance here to be of 1 2. Click enter twice. Okay, once you do that, hold on Alt, select this, click this point here and just drag it to this side here. Okay, or you can start to delete it, click this one and drag it to meet this side here. Click this node to make this one, then hold down Ctrl, cut out this part, and hold down Ctrl, cut out this line too. Okay, then for this other side, I want us to just hold on Ctrl on our keyboard, select this, or you can start to use the line tool of your choice. I don't know. Click on the line tool, click this side, and let's give a distance of 1 2. Double click, hold down Alt, select on this, and just drag it down. Double click, click this, click on the node, and click this side. Okay, click on the line tool and just delete it. Click this, and you can decide to just delete it also, or rather you can decide to hold on or select this. Now I want us to just put the cursor here, allow it to load up, and come here, click this side, and let's make it to be inside. by clicking on the inside face and just give a small gap like this. Okay, now since we are done with this aspect, I'm just going to be fixing in the doors and the windows for this particular design. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the ground floor plan and I'm going to go and pick the door. So I'm going to hold down Alt on my keyboard and select this door and go to the first floor plan and go and fix in the door. Okay, so a door should be here. So I'm going to click and allow it to open this way, and a door also should be here too. A door is going to be here too. So I'm just going to click this, press Ctrl D to move it down. So it's going to be like this. So I'm going to hold down Alt again to select on the door, and I want it to be a door here too. Okay, I want there to be a door here too, so there's going to be a door here. Okay, so and I want there to be doors here too, but I want there to be smaller doors. Okay, if you go to the ground floor plan, these ones have the smallest door. Okay, so I'm going to hold down Alt, select on the door, now then go to the first story again and go and be placing the doors properly. Okay, so we have one door there, and we need another door here, and we also need another door here. Alright, so what I want us to do next is click on this wall, click this node, drag it outside like this, click on this wall, click on this node, drag it to this side here. Okay, now hold down Ctrl on your keyboard, cut out this side, cut out this side, cut out this side. Okay, click here and delete, or rather if you don't want to delete, you can decide to just click on the node because that's the cantilever line, so you can actually go back to the ground floor plan to cantilever it. So once you click on this, press Ctrl D. Okay, click on the line, press Ctrl D and move it down here. Now remember that all we have been doing since morning is just the floor plans. I already designed the floor plans properly. We have not gone to the 3D aspect, which we're actually going to go to very soon. Okay, so we want to fix in a door here, but we want the door to be here, to be a sliding door. So first of all, what we just have to do is just go to the ground floor plan. Let's copy this door by holding down Alt and selecting on it. Go to the first floor plan, come to this side here. Okay, click and allow it to open this way. So once we have this, we're going to change this now into a sliding door. So first change this into a sliding door, we're going to click on the door itself, click on the settings dialog, and we're going to go and look for sliding doors. Okay, as you can see, we have hinge door, we have rotating doors, we have sliding doors. So we're going to be clicking on the sliding doors, and we're going to come to this pocket door right here. We're going to click on it and click on OK. As you click on it, you're going to be seeing that the door is sliding like this. So for us to actually change this orientation, hold on Alt, select on this door, click this, and let's try to make it to open this way. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one and delete it. Okay, click on this door, press Ctrl D, click this node, and let's move it to this edge here. Okay, so we're going to be having something like this. You can also decide to increase the width of this side. Since it's going to be 900, we can decide to increase it by 1, 2, and click enter. Okay, if it moves like this, just click this side and move it to this edge here. So you're going to be having something like that. Okay, you can decide to also click this and try to make it to be perfect. I don't know, it depends on your choice. Okay, now we also need, what we need to do next now is, since we're fixing the doors, what we need to do next now is to fix in the windows for this drawing. So I'm going to go to the ground floor plan and I'm going to locate one of the windows here. I'm going to hold down Alt, select on this window and go to the first story to go and put in the windows where they ought to be. Okay, so I want there to be a window here and a window here. There can also be a window here too. Okay, so this room can be cross ventilated at the very least. You know what I'm talking about? So there also have to be a window here. So now we have all the windows fixed in properly for this drawing. Okay, We also need a window for this side. Okay, that's for the stairs, but I'm going to fix in the window in the 3D side, in the 3D section of this design. Okay, so I want this to be a door here. So I'm going to hold on Alt, select on this door, and I'm going to try to fix in a door here. Okay, so this is a door. So the door is going to be open like this, or the door can decide to open the other way. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to come to the line tool, click this and stretch it to this other side. I'm going to give a distance of 1425. Click enter and stretch it to this other side. Okay, so I've done that. I'm going to click on this line, press Ctrl Shift D, and let's make a copy by giving a copy distance of 225. Click enter, click this, Ctrl Shift D, and let's give a distance of 225. Okay, just make sure it's actually 225. Okay, all right, so I'm going to order Control, cut out the space, cut out the space, highlight all of this, and let's change it to be a dash small. Okay, you can decide to click on this window, click on this node here, click on the drag, and let's move it to the side here for privacy of this particular room. Okay, you can also decide to delete this one. That depends on the kind of design you guys are trying to portray. So we have a small balcony here, that's what it means, and you also have a balcony here. Okay, so now that we are done with this actual aspect, I remember that you can also add in your, that's for the ground floor plan, you can add in the kitchen and the text and the dimensions. Okay, I'm just going to go to the first floor, and since we are done with this aspect, okay, the next aspect we want to go into right now is the 3D design. Okay, for this particular project we're actually working on. So once you go to the 3D project, just come to the 3D. As you come to the 3D, you're going to be seeing everything that you created in the 3D aspect. Okay, it's not going to look perfect, but this is what Archicad is going to give you. So if you want to pan around the 3D window, you can decide to come to this explore. Click on the explore, a box is going to appear, and you can decide to select this 3D explore. Okay, if you select on 3D explore, you can move the mouse around, and you can decide to use WASD on your keyboard. W is for going forward, as you can see, S is for going backward, A is for going to the left side, and D is for going to the right side. Okay, if you want to move in at a very faster speed, you can decide to hold down one of the WASD keys and hold down shift at the same time, something like this. Okay, so you'll be able to go faster when you're trying to do your works. Okay, you can pan around the 3D of the design to see where you are with the drawings. Okay, if the drawing is to your taste, as you can see, you can move in around. You can even move in inside to see the stairs that you created. As you can see, this is the stairs that you created. You can also decide to do that. I'm going to be seeing everything. Okay, so now we want to make sure we have the design that we saw earlier in the 3D side. That's the 3D at the beginning of the video. Okay, so we want to try and modify. Because we're going to be doing a lot of changes. I want to change all of this into a standard 3D model, okay, rather than this. So the first thing I want to do right now is go to the first story and go to the ground floor. Okay, now this is the ground floor, and one other thing I want to show you guys is whatever you guys do on the ground floor plan, okay, is going to be shown on the 3D side automatically. Okay, so if you go to the ground floor plan, now the first thing I want us to do is I want us to try and add the foundation for this particular design. Okay, if we go to the ground floor plan, we click on this design and we click on the slab tool. Okay, the first thing I want us to do when we click on the slab tool is to come to this side and change it to this first icon. Okay, now scroll on your mouse wheel, come to this slab thickness, and let's change the thickness to be 450. Okay, once you do that, just come here, select your cursor from here, drag it to this side here. Once you do that, go to your 3D view. You're going to be seeing where you just created, and this is it. But if you look properly at what we are doing, let's pan around. Okay, you're going to be seeing that it doesn't form with the rest of the ground floor shape. Okay, so what we want to try and do is to try and make sure that actually forms with the shape properly. Okay, so what we just have to do right now is let's go back to the ground floor plan, and since we've created the shape from here to here, if you look properly, you're going to be seeing that we have this transparent, almost like a green type of line. Okay, so we can decide to just click the edge of it, or rather you can decide to just click inside. You're going to be selecting on the slab itself. Okay, so what we just have to do is once we click on it, we're going to be clicking on this node. Once you click on the node, come here and you're going to be seeing add to polygon. Click on the add to polygon, and the places that are not filled up yet, you can decide to fill them up now by just clicking this side and moving it to this side. It's going to fill this place up. Okay, now click on the node again, make sure you're selecting this add to polygon, click this and let's fill up this side. Okay, click the node again, click this and let's try to fill up this side. Alright, now let's do the same thing for this other side. Click on this node and let's try to fill up this side. Alright, now we don't want this side, the foundation to reach this side, so let's try and just break it down to reach maybe somewhere around here. So click on this node and this time around let's select this subtract from polygon, select on it and let's minus it out to be somewhere around here. Okay, now we're gonna be having something like this. Press escape on your keyboard, and this time around let's go to the 3D side to see what we've done. And as you can see, it has adjusted properly the way it's supposed to be. Let's pan around now. As you can see, it's perfect just the way you want it to be. So that is the first step for this particular tutorial. Okay, now this particular foundation, let's go to the ground floor plan, and for this side we're just going to cut it off. Click this, click on the node itself, and since selecting on the subtract from polygon, click this side and click this side. So it's going to cut this part out, and I feel like we should do the same thing for this other side, but you can decide to leave it based on your own choice. Click this, click it and cut out this side. Okay, so go back to your 3D view to see what you're doing, and you're gonna be having something like this. Okay, so that is the first part of this design. Okay, so the next thing I want us to do is let's work on the parapet wall. I want to come to the options here, come to complex for profile, click on profile manager, and this time around we're going to be clicking on a new icon. Okay, just click on a new icon and just create new. Okay, and just give a name parapet wall. Okay, you can try to give it a parapet wall. Click on OK. Once you click on OK, it's going to open all of this for you. Just highlight all of this, then delete it because we don't need it. Okay, so let's come to the document tool, click on this line here. Once you click on the line, come to this X where you see this X. Okay, just click on it, drag it up and give a distance of 750. Click enter. Okay, once you click enter, drag it down like this and give a distance of 225. Click enter, drag it down, click here and double click this side. Okay, once you've done this, I want you to click this line, click this point, take it up and give a distance of 450. Click enter, take it like this. Okay, click this line and move it to this other side. Click this, delete it. Okay, once you've done that, click this, press Ctrl Shift D to make a copy, take it up by 30. Click enter, press Ctrl Shift D again and click this now, take it up by another 30. Now click this, stretch it to this other side, stretch it to this other side, click this, stretch this other side and stretch it to this other side. Okay, hold down Ctrl on your keyboard and cut out the sides like this. Okay, the next thing I want us to do right now is hold on Alt, select on this line, pick the point here, drag it outside and give a distance of 25. Click enter and click this side here. Okay, now do the same thing for this other side. Click this side, drag it like this, give a distance of 25. Click enter and take it up like this. Okay, what we did here, we're going to do is this other side too. Okay, so just click this, drag it outside by 25. Click enter, click here. take it like this by 25 again, click here, then click here and click again. Okay, so what I want to do next now is just cut out this side like this, all the sides, cut it out. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't have cut out this side. Okay, so we have something like this. Okay, now the next thing I want us to do is just click on the fill tool, hold down space on your keyboard, that's space bar on your keyboard. Once you hold down space bar on your keyboard, it's going to change into a magic wand, and just click inside here. Once you click inside here, click inside here, click inside here. Okay, now what this is trying to show me is that this colored side, I can select this, I can select this, I can select this separately. Okay, so I can decide to model the kind of color I want for this side, for this side, and for this side. Okay, so I want this model for here to be a titanium white color. So I'm going to click on the component, select this, click on finish, click on override surfaces, click this, and I'm going to look for what looks like a titanium white. I'm going to select on it, that is one. So for this other side, I'm going to click on it. Okay, click this, click on the finish, click on override surfaces, click this, and let's look for titanium, click on it, and that is done. I'm going to select on the upper side, then click on this and change it to finish, click on the override surfaces, click this, and this time I'm going to look for a black color. Okay, maybe like the ivory black. Click on it, and this time around, for me to finish all my work, okay, I'm going to select on this beam icon, select on it, and untick this wall. Once I do that, I'm going to click on save. Once I save, I can exit this. Okay, now I'm going to go to the first story. Okay, once I go to the first story, I'm going to draw what I just created on this. Okay, so for me to go about that, I'm going to click on this design here, and I click on the design. I'm going to come to this beam tool. So I click on the beam tool, I'm going to click on the settings dialog. Now I'm going to come to the segment here, click this third icon. Okay, click on the custom, and I'm going to look for what we named it as. That was, we're looking for a parapet. So as you can see, this is it. So this is a parapet. So I'm going to click on the parapet wall. When I click on it, I'm going to click on OK. Once I click on OK, I want it to come to this chain here. Instead of it to select this, to come to the chain, so you can do the same thing. You can trace it on the ground floor plan. So you just click here, drag it like this, click this point, click this point, click this point, click here, and just keep tracing it. I made a mistake here. I shouldn't have passed the parapet wall to this side here. So because I made a mistake now, if I want to go back, I'm just going to click on the backspace. Once I click on the backspace, it's going to take me to the previous point there. Okay, so I can click on backspace again. It's going to take me to this other side here. So in case you make a mistake in the future, you can decide to just click backspace and it takes you to the other side. Okay, now I want you to stretch it to this other side. Click here, and you can come back here now to click here and just click. Once you click on continue. Okay, once you've done that, I want you to go to the 3D. Okay, once you go to the 3D, you're going to be seeing it up here. So that's the parapet wall that we just created. Let's pan around and you're going to be seeing something like this. Since we made a foundation for the ground floor, let's do a decking for the first story. So let's go to the first story, and now we're going to select on this slab tool here. I want you to click on the settings dialog and come here and change the thickness of the slab to be 150. Okay, click enter and click this point here, drag it to this side here. Once you do that, go to the 3D view and check what you did, and you're going to be having the slab like that. Okay, Now in case you are coming to the 3D window and this keeps popping up every time you click on this explore button, you can decide to click on this do not show this information next time. Click on it and click on the 3D explore and you're going to be good. Okay, the decking, this is it as you can see, but it doesn't cover all of the designs on the first floor. So we're going to work on that now by going to the first story. Okay, we're going to look for the trace. Okay, this is the trace here. We are going to decide to trace it properly. Okay, now for us to do that, we're going to click on this black node and select on this add to polygon. When we do that, we're going to click on this point here. Now we're going to add it to this point here to add that design perfectly. Okay, you can click on the black node again, decide to select subtract from polygon, click this point to make it to meet this edge so it shapes with this arced line. Okay, this dotted line rather. So you can do the same thing for this other side. You can start to click on the black node here, click on the plus icon, that's the add to polygon, click this point here and let's make it to meet this side here. Okay, now click on this node again, click this and let's try to add it to this shape. Okay, click this, click on it again and let's add it to this shape. Now this is outside, so click this and let's select the subtract from polygon, click this and click this side. Okay, now click this node again, click on the add to polygon. Okay, click this, click on the add to polygon, click this point and click this side. So we're going to be having all of it shaped perfectly with the first floor plan. Let's go to the 3D view to check what we did. Click on the 3D view and this is going to be perfect fit for us, as you can see. So we are gradually making this design to come to life for this side here, because I want us to add the railing for this side here and also for this side here. So for us to go about that, let me just check here properly. I think we made a mistake here. Okay, that's on the ground floor plan, so let's try and sort that out. You can decide to go to the first story, or sorry, the ground floor plan. Okay, click here. As you can see, this is the shape that's coming outside. So let's try to simmer this down by selecting on the offset edge and moving it to the side. Okay, if you go to the 3D view, that should be gone, as you can see. So that's what I told you guys, that whatever design you make on the ground floor plan is going to be showing on the 3D side of the drawing. Okay, now before we do the veranda, okay, and the railing, let's do the roof design. Okay, let's fix in the roof. So let's go to the ground floor plan, let's go to where the first story is and let's go to where the second story is. Now if you go to where the second story is, you're going to be seeing the parapet wall that we drew. Now what we just have to do is just go to where there's under design here. We're going to look for roof design. This is roof, this is roof 2. Click on the roof 2 and what I just want to do is click this and change it to be the first icon. Click this first icon, that's this geometry method single plane. Click on it. Okay, once you click on it, click this point here, click this point here. You're going to be seeing something like this eye. Once you click this point and this point, I want you to start from this side, because this side is going to be the higher side and this side is going to be the lower side. So I want this side to be the higher side. I want to click this side, and the next thing I want us to do is come here and select on this construction method complex roof. Select on it, and the next thing I want you to do is come and trace the inside of this parapet wall. And come back here and click here. Once you click here, you're going to be seeing something like this. Let's go to the 3D view to see what we just did. Click on the 3D view and you're going to be having it slant like this. Okay, but we want it to be in perfect shape. The angle this is not actually at the angle we want it to be. So once you correct the angle, you're going to click on the roof itself. Okay, now we're going to click on the settings dialog here and we're going to change the angle. If you guys look at it properly here, highlight all of this and change the angle here. That's the pitch, they call it pitch, and start to make this pitch be 1, then click on OK. Now this is going to actually be perfect, just the way it's supposed to be. Okay, now if you look at the thickness, if you don't want this thickness, you can decide to click on the roof, click on the settings dialog and come here and change the thickness to be, let me say 150 or 200 depending on your choice. Okay, Now for us to place this inside the roof, what we can do is just go to the south elevation here. Before you go to the south elevation, make sure that when you go to the first story, you can decide, as you can see, this is south elevation, which means this is the front facing of the house. Okay, but what we need is either the west elevation or the east elevation to slant the roof. So we're going to be going to the west elevation, double click on the west elevation. Okay, let's click this side to see more of the elevation. Okay, now we have it slant like this. Okay, now if you click this side and decide to click on the upper node, you're going to be seeing this box is going to appear. This box is going to show you change roof pitch. Okay, if you click on the change roof pitch, you can decide to slant the roof to fit the slantness degree you actually want. Okay, so if you just click on it, it's going to slant it the way you want it to be. Now click the node again. You can decide to click on the drag icon to move it inside this parapet wall. Just click on it, and that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna be seeing it anymore, which means it's inside the parapet wall. If you go to your 3D view, you're gonna be seeing it inside the parapet wall. As you can see, this side is high and this side is low. So that was what the eye was trying to tell us at the beginning when I was trying to draw the roof. If you guys want to change the model, the kind of roof design that we have here, you can decide to just click on the roof, click on the settings dialog, and click on the model, click on this top surface. You can decide to click on OK. It's going to give you this French red. Click on the settings dialog again, click this. You have different tiles of color here, and you have asphalt shingle green, gray, shingle drop, shingle brown. You also have Dutch and all of this. Okay, you can decide to use any color of your choice. You decide to use this one, click on OK, and you're gonna be having something like this. Okay, so now that we are done with the parapet wall and the roof, what we want to do next is the railing. Okay, for also fixing the railing, what I want us to do is hold down Alt, select this wall. So I'm going to be doing this in 3D so that you don't make any mistakes. So once you zoom in properly, I'm just going to zoom in properly here. Hold down Alt, select on this wall, click this point here, drag it like this, or rather let's come here, click this point here, drag it like this to meet this side. Okay, that edge there. Then go here and double click this side. Okay, now I'm going to repeat what I just did so that we don't make any mistake. I'm going to Ctrl Z. Okay, so what I did was that I hold down Alt to select this wall so I can use the wall. Then I click this point here, drag it to meet this point, and drag it to meet that other point. Then click, then click. Alright, now the next thing I want us to do after doing that is I want us to select this wall, hold down Shift on my keyboard and select this wall so you can select the two walls at the same time. Click this node here. Okay, and this box is going to appear. I want it to stretch height. Okay, click on the stretch height and stretch it down to maybe 150. Okay, let me do that properly. 150. Click enter. Once you do that, it's going to be as short as this. Okay, so I'm just going to click this, hold down Shift, click this node, let me give it a distance of 250, click enter. So we're going to be having something like this. Okay, so I'm going to hold down Alt, select on this wall I just created, and since we have another railing design here, I'm going to also do the design here. So I'm going to click this side, click this point, then double click this side. Okay, so we have something like this. Now the next thing I want us to do is I want us to add the railing itself. Okay, so for me to do that, I'm going to, under this design here, I'm going to look for a railing. Okay, this is the railing here. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click on the settings dialog, and now I'm going to click on this star icon, and I'm just going to look for a frameless glass railing. That's this one. Okay, as you can see, we have this and this. I'm just going to double click on this one and click on OK. Once I do that, I'm going to come here, click this point here. or rather I can do it like this. Click this point here, drag it like this. I'm going to zoom in very well so I can explain something for you guys. If I'm dragging it like this, if you look at the other line that is not ticking, is outside, right? So I don't want the line to be outside, I want the line to be inside. So for me to change that, I'm going to click this one and change it to be this one. So as you can see, it's inside. So that is actually perfect. So I'm going to click this side. From that side, I'm going to click this side also and double click this side. So it's going to show me the railing as perfect as that. I'm going to hold on Alt and select on this railing I just created. And now I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to come to this side here and I'm going to come and fix that railing here too by clicking this point here. Okay, but notice the painted line is actually outside, so I want it to be inside. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing that I did over that side. Click here, then double click this side. So we're gonna be having the railing as perfect as that. Okay, so now the next thing I want us to do is I want us to fix in the roof for this particular balcony. I'm going to hold down Alt and select on this slab and select on it. Once I do that, I'm going to click this point here. So I click on the point here. I'm going to allow this place to load up and I'm just going to look for this edge here. If you look properly, we have the Archicad giving us a straight line from here to this side. So I'm just going to pick this point here. Once I do that, I can zoom out and see what I'm doing properly. And as you can see, we're going to be having something like this. Okay, but if you look properly, this side doesn't cover this side. So we're going to make it cover this side now. What we can do is when we zoom in on top of this, okay, click on this. You see this blue line you're seeing here, click on it again and this box is going to appear. I want you to come and select this insert new node. Click on the insert new node and pick a point here. Okay, so pick that point here, click on the blue line again, come and select this offset edge. Click on the offset edge. Now you can offset the edge to be at this distance. Let me move the 3D properly. Okay, so from that offset edge I've offset, now I'm going to offset it like this. I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard, then I'm going to come and pick this point here. Once I pick that point, it's going to actually cover it. What I want us to do right now is click on this slab and click this icon here, click on it, so it's going to go up. Now click on the slab again and let's change the slab thickness to be 250. Since this is 140, we want the slab thickness to be 250, then click enter. Okay, so that's going to be like that, and that is actually perfect. Okay, now if you want to know the thickness of your slab, you can just decide to click on this. Let's click on this slab and see we are having the thickness to be 140. You can decide to change the thickness, so the thickness should go along with what you actually have in mind. It's actually 150 thickness. Click enter. So it's going to actually be perfect the way it's supposed to be. As you can see, our shape is forming perfectly. Now the next thing I want us to do is do the coloring of this particular design. Okay, let's model it. But before we model it, I'm just going to hold down Alt and select this slab. So once I select the slab, I'm going to come to this other side here. Okay, once I come to the other side, I'm going to pick a point there and move the points to this side here. Once I do that, click this and change it to this icon here. It's going to go down. I'm going to be having something perfect like that. Okay, now as I said earlier, let's try and model what we've created. Okay, now for us to model all of it, because I want to model everything to be the white color, so I'm going to click on this wall tool, press Ctrl A on my keyboard, click on this generic here, and let's look for S space frame. Let's look for like space, SPACE. So we're looking for this S space frame. I'm going to click on it and it's automatically going to change all my drawing to be a white design. Okay, if you go to the second story, it's also going to affect what we have on the first story. Okay, as you can see, it changes all of the drawing to be the white design, and also for the ground floor plan, it also changes all of the drawing to be the white design. Okay, so if you go to the 3D view, it also does the same thing. So just bear that in mind, have that in mind, so you don't get confused with some of the drawings. Okay, the next thing I want to do right now is to also model the slabs. That's this slab, this slab, this slab, and the other one at the veranda over there. So click on the slab tool here, press Ctrl A on your keyboard, click on the settings dialog, go to the model, click this edge surface, click on it, click this, and let's do for titanium white. This time around I'm looking for titanium white. Now click on it and click on OK, and everything is actually going to be white. As you can see, it blends with the drawing. I want us to come and fix the windows for this side. Okay, for us to fix the window for this side, we're going to go to the ground floor plan. Okay, when we go to the ground floor plan, I want to come to the window here, click on the window, click on the settings dialog, and this time around we're going to be looking for just a basic window that is just like this. Okay, click on it and click on OK, and I'm going to come here. I'm just going to click and make it to open this way. Okay, so once you do that, I'm going to go to the 3D view to see what I did, and I'm going to be having it like this. But this window, we want this window to have we want to modify it to look something like what is being shown here. As you can see, if you look at this properly, I want it to show all of this. Okay, so for us to go about this now, what we have to do is I'm going to go to the Archicad 28. I'm going to click on it. Okay, now I'm going to click on this node here, and this box is going to appear. You're going to see something like stretch vertically. I'm going to move it down, and I'm going to select this 2-4 here. Okay, I'm going to select the as the edge of this door itself. But before doing this, click on this door and change this to be 0. Click enter, so the door goes down. But I want you to do the same thing for all of the doors on this drawing. Okay, click on the door, press Ctrl A, highlight this and change this to be 0. Click enter. So the next thing I want us to do for the windows is also click on, you're going to be clicking on this window, press Ctrl A on your keyboard. I want to change the attribute of this window, so I'm just going to zoom in properly here. Okay, now click on this node here. I'm just going to click on one of the windows, click on this node here, and you're going to be seeing this elevate. Click on the elevate, and we are going to allow it to align with this door here. Okay, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Just allow it to align with this door here a little bit, and it's going to move all of the windows to be at the door height. If you zoom out properly, you're going to be seeing that all of the windows are actually at the door height. Okay, which is actually fantastic. As you can see, everything looks proper for us. Okay, as you can see, it also affected this one. We want this one to actually be at this particular side, so we're going to take it up now. So you just click on the window, click on the node here, and stretch it up to meet this side here. Okay, once you do that, now the next thing I want us to do is click on this window, and we want to change the width to be 2.5. Click enter, click it again, and let's change it to be 1.2 this time around. Okay, all right, so let's say we have something like this. Now we want to extend it to be at the topper side. So what we just have to do is just click on it, click this node, click on the stretch. Okay, hold down shift on your keyboard and try to pick the level of this window. Just click on it. Okay, so it's gonna pick the level of that window, as you can see. But the problem we have now is that we can't see the window because the wall is actually blocking the window. So what we can do is click on this wall, click on the wall. Okay, delete the wall. All right, click on this wall that is down, click on the settings dialog here, and I want you to come and select this first story and select on the second story, then click on OK. So you're going to be having a design like this. Okay, so you can see the window perfectly. Okay, now for the slab, I want to shift the slab inside just a little bit. Okay, so let's go to the ground floor plan, go to the first story where the slab is, click here. Now click on this node here, and we're going to be selecting this subtract from polygon. click this edge and pick this edge and click on the 3D. So we're going to be having it perfect like that. Okay, so now we also want there to be a kind of mesh, okay, a divided mesh for the window. So you want to click on the window, click on the settings dialog, and let's go and add the mesh to it. Click on the basic window settings, click this, and let's go to the sash option. Now let's add the grid. Now we want to select this you can start to select this or select this, I don't know, it's your choice, but let's select this and let's click on OK. So we don't want all of this, so let's go back and change it. Click on the settings dialog and let's change this one to be 5. Okay, this one to be 1, this one to be 2, this one to be 1, and let's click on OK. So we're going to be having something as perfect as this. Let's click on this. As you can see carefully, we have this particular design here. We have one of the sash here. So let's try and correct that. Click on the settings dialog. Let's make this one to be 1 also, then click on OK. Alright, so we're gonna be having something like this. Alright, so have in mind that that is how we went about that. Now one other thing I want us to do is click on the window and let's make a window coping for this. So once you click on the window, click on the settings dialog, click this, and let's look for, click on casing outside. Okay, click on the casing outside and click and tick the casing outside, that's the outside casing, then click on OK. So once you've done that, click on the wall, on the window, click on the settings dialog. Now I want to change this to be 200. Okay, once you've done that, click on OK. So you're going to be having something like this. This time around we want to do designs for the windows. Okay, so for this particular window that we're changing the casing outside, so we're going to give, instead of this wood finish, if you zoom very properly, you're going to be seeing a wood model here. I want to change the wood model into titanium white. Okay, just a white color. Click this, click on the settings dialog and click this. Okay, go to the model here. Now I want you to select this and just look for titanium white, click on it and click on OK. Now you're going to be having it change into a titanium white. So let's go to the ground floor plan. Okay, now go to documents and click on the line tool. Click this, drag it outside and give a distance of 300. Click enter twice. Click this wall, click this point, that's this node, drag it to this point here. Once you do that, go to your 3D view and you're going to be having something like this. Yeah, so I want you to come and do the same thing for this side. You can decide to just delete this wall. Okay, click this wall, click on the settings dialog and select this and select on the second story, click on OK. So it's going to go up now, so you're going to be having something like this. Okay, so now let's make that's the foundation fitting properly with this wall that we just bought outside. So go to the ground floor plan. Okay, click on this side. Now click on this node, click on the plus icon here, that's the add to polygon. Click this point and select the side. Go to your 3D view and you're going to be having something as perfect as that. So one other thing we need to do is that we need to redesign the parapet wall. Okay, you just click on the beam tool, press Ctrl A on your keyboard, click this edge here. Once you click that edge, come and select this offset edge and just try to move it to this side here. And once you do that, just try and see what you are doing and you should be having something like this. Okay, as you can see. But if you look at this side is open, so let's try and cover it. So for us to cover it, we are just going to hold down Alt and select on this slab. So once you select on the slab, just pick a point here. Once you pick that point there, let's move in properly here. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing, and just click this side here. So that side is covered up. And for the roof design, okay, you can decide to just click the roof, click this edge here. Okay, make sure you're selecting this offset edge and just pick a point, like just pick that point like that. Okay, so it's going to enter inside the roof perfectly. Zoom down, and you see this slab that we just covered now. Okay, this side I've just covered with the slab. Click on it, click on the settings dialog, and let's click on the bottom surface. Click this and let's search for titanium white. Click on it, click on OK, and you're going to be having something as perfect as that. Okay, I want us to change the color for this side. Okay, just click this, click on the settings dialog. Now let's go to the model here. Now click this, and let's look for under paint. Let's look for like a blue, let me say royal blue. Okay, and click on OK. So you're gonna be having something like this. If you look properly at this blue line, we want this edge here to also be painted this blue. So what we can just do is just click on this wall, click on the settings dialog, click this, and let's give that blue paint. Click this and click on OK. Now that's going to be colored that way perfectly. Okay, now if you look at this is our slab. Okay, so we need to change the slab and make the slab to we're just going to bring the slab inside a little bit. Okay, that's if we click on the slab, click this blue line and just move it inside like this. Click this and move it inside a little bit, or just like this. Okay, so let's just go in and we can have it perfectly fitted in the way it's supposed to be. Okay, now for this downside, okay, what we can do is we are going to just cut out the slab. Go to the ground floor plan. Okay, select on the slab. You see we're going to cut out this side. Okay, if you want to cut out this side, once you click on the slab, just come to split, click this node, drag it across like this, click it and click this side. Now this side is going to be different from this side. Select this and also cut out the slab too by selecting on the split. Click this and select this side. Okay, go to your 3D view. As you can see, that's this side now is different from this side. Okay, so click this side, click on the settings dialog, and we are going to look for the cobalt blue. Click on OK, and we're going to be having it as perfect as that. But click this, click on the settings dialog, and it's royal blue that we use. We use this blue, so we use this royal blue, and click on OK, and it's going to merge perfectly like that. Okay, as you can see. So for the stairs inside the house, just hold on or select on this slab, and just click this side here, and let's give a distance of let me say 300. Click enter, click this, press Ctrl+Shift+D to make a copy of this block that I just created. Click this, click on this node here. Now select this stretch height, move it down by 300, click enter. Now press Ctrl+Shift+D again, click this node and move it to this side here. Okay, once you do that, click this node here, stretch it down by 150, then click enter. So you're going to be having the stairs like so. Okay, all right, so as you can see, it's actually forming the shape that I want it to be. For this side, if the side is showing like this, you can decide to cut out this side. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Go to the ground floor, and you're going to be seeing this is a slab. Click on this split icon. Where's the split icon? This is the split icon. Click this, drag it like this, select this side and select this side. Go to your 3D view, select here, click on the settings dialog, and let's change this back to be titanium white. Click on OK, click OK, and you're going to be having something as perfect as that. So that doesn't spoil the drawing at all. Okay, so now the next thing I want us to do is I want us to paint this side. Okay, so I'm going to select this, click on the settings dialog. I want to change the model. I want us to model this side here. Okay, so I'm going to select the bottom side and click on OK. So we're going to be having something like that. Now for this side, click on the settings dialog. That's once you select it. Now for the edge, click this and let's change it to be ivory black. Click on OK. So you're gonna be having something like that. Click this. Okay, that's the wall, that's the short wall. Hold down shift, click this to select the both of them at the same time. Click on the settings dialog and let's just click everything here and select on the ivory black. Click on it, click this to select everything at the same time. Click on OK, and you're gonna be having something like that. Okay, so now I'm also going to try and cut out the slab. Go to the ground floor plan, but this time around we're going to be going to the first story. Click on the slab and select on the split. Click this node, stretch it outside like this and select the side. Once you do that, go to the 3D view, select this slab. Okay, click on the settings dialog. Now let's change this to be ivory black also. Click on OK. Now we're gonna be having something like this. Okay, now for this other side here, click this, click on the settings dialog, click this, and let's select the ivory black. Click on OK and click on OK here. Okay, so now we have something like this, but we want this side here to be all white. So how do we go about that? I want you to just select on this wall, press Ctrl Shift D, select it and move it outside like this. Okay, the next thing I want you to do is click this node here, stretch it by selecting on this stretch height, click it. Okay, now click this again, click this node here and stretch it to meet this side. Now the next thing I want you to do is, once you selected on this wall, just zoom in on your, scroll on your mouse wheel here and change the thickness of the wall to be something like maybe 25. Click enter and you're gonna be having something that's perfect in this shape as this. Okay, so that's some of the trick we used to use in Archicad to make our drawing look perfect. Okay, now if you see carefully at the 3D that we did, we saw that I added a house number here. So if you want to add the house number, what you can just do is just go to this object tool, double click on it and just search for text. Once you search for text, you're going to be seeing the 3D text. Select on the 3D text and click on OK. Once you click on OK, just select the 3D surface like that. Okay, the next thing you want to do is edit this. Okay, select on the 3D, click on the settings dialog and let's change the house number by going on the text 3D settings and highlighting this 3D, and let's change the house number to maybe 3451 and selecting on OK, and that's going to change the text into this right here. Okay, now let's go to the first story to see what we did. As you can see, this is the text that we just added. Click on the text. You can decide to make the text to be shorter by just clicking on this node and make sure you're selecting on this move node to be something around this shape here. Okay, so once you do that, you can go to the front facing of the house, that's the south elevation. Double click on the south elevation and you're going to be seeing it like this. So click on the text itself, click on this node here, select on this move node and let's try to make it to be small. As you can see, it's getting smaller. Now press Ctrl D to select on the text and move it to where this black space is. So you're going to be having it like this, which is 3451. Go to your 3D view and you're going to be seeing it like this, but the color isn't vivid, so let's change the color. Okay, select on it on the text, click on the settings dialog, go to model, select this brush, click on general and let's look for titanium white. Select on it and click on OK, and that's going to change the text into a white color. So you're going to be having the design as beautiful as this. Okay, I made a few changes here. Okay, what I just did was this: click this, press Ctrl Shift D, click this point and move it outside like this. Okay, click on the windows, hold down Shift, click on this window and delete it. Click on the wall and let's just scroll very well and let's change the thickness to be 45. Okay, once you do that, zoom in properly and come and reduce the shape, stretch the length to be this side so you can see the window properly, and this other side so you can also see the window of this one properly. So just do that. Okay, once you've done that, I want you to select on this node, select on the stretch height, and just select this downside. Once you've done that, you're gonna be having something like that. Now what I want you to do next is to edit this. Okay, select on it, click on the settings dialog, and let's highlight all of this at the same time. Click this and let's look for the blue. I'm looking for, I think it's supposed to be the royal blue. I like this to select everything at the same time, then click on OK. So you're gonna be having a design like that. Click this again, click on the settings dialog, click on the log details, click the use log, change this to be 500. Alright, once you do that, select this, okay, to select the kind of design you want, and select this override with outside face surface. Select it and click on OK, then click OK. Then you're going to be having this design like this. Okay, I think I did the same thing for this side also. Okay, so we're just going to copy this. Let's Ctrl Shift D and let's make a copy, duplicate, and move it to this other side here. So let's try and move it outside properly. Press Ctrl D, click this node and move it outside like this. So just select on it and select this node here, then go to this stretch length and let's try to shorten this. Alright, just like so. Click on this node, select on the stretch height, let's try and zoom in properly and just pick that point there. So that is how we're able to come about this design for the house. Okay, all right, so one other thing I want us to look at is that we can also increase the door height. Okay, you can select on the door and increase the door height by, let me say, 1.5. okay, so that's gonna go up like that. Okay, and if you increase the door height, you can increase the door height for all of the drawings by clicking on, just go to the where the door is, click on the door, press Ctrl A on your keyboard. Now make this to be 2.5, click enter, and that's going to affect all of the drawings at the same time. Okay, and you can also decide to change the window height also by just go to the window tool here, click on the window tool, press Ctrl A, and let's try to zoom in properly so that we can adjust it to be at the same length. Okay, so just pick this node, select on the elevate, select on the elevate and move it to just elevate properly at this side here, just the side here. So once you click on it, it's going to come outside and it's going to be like this. So it's going to be at the same height as the doors for all of your drawings, as you can see. So let me show you guys one other thing. If you look at the wood finish for this, if you look at the model for this, it's actually a wood finish. If you don't want this, you can decide to model it to be the model of your choice. Okay, let me say let's say we go with something that has to do with, like, let me say, aluminium design. You can decide to just click on the window to press Ctrl A on your keyboard, click on the settings dialog. Let's click on model attributes. Oh yeah, this model attribute. Click this, okay, then select this and let's do for aluminium. Click this and select OK. Now that is going to change all of the designs of the windows into an aluminium look. Okay, as you can see, you can also decide to change into a titanium white. It just depends on your choice. You can also do the same thing for the door. If you don't want this particular door design, you can select the door, click on the settings dialog, and you can decide to use this door leaf. Click on the door leaf and decide to pick the kind of design of your choice. You can decide to use, there's a lot of design that Archicad used to give us. So you can decide to just click this design. You can decide to add the handle to it, okay, and click on OK. and now you're gonna be having something like this. Click on the settings dialog and do for the other side. Click this and let's select the side panel. And what do we use here? We used style 49. Okay, then click on OK. I'm gonna be having it for the other side. Okay, so you can decide to change this also. Click on the settings dialog. After I clicked on it, click this and change it to be any kind of a design that you want it to be, as you can see. So this is some of the ways to go about that when you guys are trying to do your designs in Archicad. Okay, for this other side, let's go to the, I made a design here, so let's go to the ground floor plan. Let's shift this window to this other side here. Alright, now let's go to the 3D view, so there can be more space here for us. Go to the ground floor plan again. Click this and let's shift the window to this side here. Okay, now I wanted to select on Alt, select on this wall. What I mean by this wall, I mean if you go to your 3D view, this wall here, just come here and just select this side, drag it like this, just a little bit, then select and select again. Okay, select the wall. Okay, just try to select the wall, press Ctrl D and try to move it outside like this. Okay, alright, so you're gonna be having something like this, and this time around we don't want it to have this design, as you can see, this design. So click on the wall, click on the settings dialog, and let's try to go to the log details and untick the log. Click on OK. So that's gonna be gone. Now let's go to the south elevation to see what we are doing. So click this, press Ctrl D and select it like this. Now let's just try to reduce the height of this like so. Alright, so press Ctrl U on your keyboard. Let's click on spread and give a distance of, let me say, 250. Click enter. Click this node here, stretch it like this. Okay, and select it. So you're going to be having 4 of those shapes like that. Okay, go to your 3D view and now you're going to be having something like this. Okay, so that is how I was able to come around the design that you guys can see. Though this is not 100 of how the design looks like, but I'm sure that you guys can be able to make the drawings come to life. Okay, now if you look at properly, this glass has gone up, so let's try and reduce it to go along with this shape here. Okay, for those that are new to Archicad, are trying to do their drawings in Archicad, if you want to export your drawing, for instance, that's the ground floor plan. If you want to export this, what you just have to do, that is the fastest way for you guys to go about it, is just click on the marquee tool, highlight the places you want to export, highlight it like this, press Ctrl P on your keyboard. Once you press Ctrl P on your keyboard, click fit to page, click black and white, click the page setup. You can decide to export as A4 or A3. I don't know, it depends on your choice. Okay, I'm just going to click on the A3, then I'm going to click on the landscape, click on OK, just leave this as it is, then click on OK. Alright, once you do that, click on print, and Archicad is going to ask you where you want to save the document to. You can decide to save the document to the desktop. Alright, you click on the desktop and just click on this is the ground floor plan. So I'm just going to save this as the ground floor plan. Once I do that, I'm going to click on save, and once I save, it's just going to load up like this. Once it has done that, I'm going to just minimize, then I'm going to double click on the ground floor plan I just did. This is it here. I want to double click on it and it's going to show me what I just exported out. So this is how the export is going to look like. Okay, so this is one of the fastest ways to go about that in Archicad. Once you are doing your drawings, you need to save your document. So for you to save, you click on the file, you click on save, and Archicad is going to ask you where you want to save the drawings, and you can decide to save it maybe on the desktop or whatever folder you have in place. Okay, so I'm just going to save mine as Archicad tutorial Okay, 4-bedroom duplex. All right, so once you do that, you can also decide to save, and that is going to save, as you can see, Archicad tutorial 4-bedroom duplex. So just make sure that you guys have that in mind. One last thing I feel like I need to show you guys also is if you guys want to render this design, okay, you guys want to render it to make it look like a realistic, to make it look realistic, okay, what you can do is just come to the document tool. Okay, come to the document tab here, click on the creative imaging, go to photo rendering settings. Now a box is going to appear. Now once this box appear, I want you to select this. This is just the size of how you want the picture to look like. So I want the size to be like the size to 3D windows. I'm going to click on it. Click on these settings here. Click on the rendering settings. You can decide to, if you have spotlight, okay, you can decide to click this and also click this to make it look realistic. Now for this photo rendering settings, if you want to see a quick view of what you just did, you can decide to click this and it's going to load up for you, so you can add, you can see what you just what you want to see on a bigger scale. This one is very fast, unlike when you want to render all of this. Okay, so just have that in mind. Okay, now if you want to see it on a bigger scale, you can decide to select this, so it's going to render it on a bigger scale. I'm just going to cancel this and I want to zoom in properly at this side so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to change this upper side to be white. Click on the settings dialog and let's change the upper side to be titanium white. Click on it and click on OK. So it's going to have that perfect finish to it. Okay, alright, so if you want to add spotlight, since I didn't say that earlier on, if you want to add spotlight, all you just have to do is just come to the lamp tool here, click on the settings dialog, and you're going to be looking for interior lamps. Just scroll and you're going to see spotlight very soon. So this is recessed spots. Click on it, click on OK, and just select whatever side you want it to be. Maybe you want it to be at this side. You're going to be seeing it there. Okay, as you can see, you have it like that. If it's too small, you can start to click on it, click this pink stuff and select on this move node and just expand it a little bit. Okay, just like so. Alright, so if you have that, you can try to double it by going on the ground or going on the floor plan. Go to the first story. If you don't see it on the first story, go to the second story and you're going to be seeing it here. So this is the spotlight. Click on it, press Ctrl Shift D, click this, and let's make a copy to this side here. Okay, go to your 3D view and you're going to be having the spotlight here. So that's just our spotlight in Archicad. Now to render the drawing, so go to the document, go to the creative imaging, go to the photo rendering settings, and remember to see a quick view of what you just what you did here. Just click this. You're gonna be seeing the quick view. So this is a rendering. This is a full rendering. If you look properly at what we are seeing here, we have a aluminium finish here. We also have a wood finish here. Okay, we can decide to also change this. Okay, if you don't want the full wood finish, you can decide to change the wood finish for the doors and also for the window aluminium frame. You can use a white. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So let's click on the 3D. You can just click on this door here. Click on, press Ctrl A to select all of the doors that we have in the 3D window. Click on the settings dialog. Click this and let's go to model. Click on this model, select this and click this. Let's go to metal. Okay, that's metal iron. Click on the metal iron and click OK. That's for the doors. Okay, that's for the doors. Then the windows are actually okay, but let's say we want to change the color of the windows. Click on the windows, press Ctrl A on your keyboard, click on the settings dialog and click this and let's change it, and let's just change it to be a titanium white. Click on it and click on OK. Alright, one other thing I feel like I also need to talk about is the toilet windows. Okay, I didn't say that and I feel like I need to do that. So if you go to the first story, let's go to the first story. So look at this. These are toilet windows. Okay, And if you look at this properly, this is longer than usual, which is not supposed to be a toilet window. So for us to change this, click it. Okay, click this window, click on the settings dialog, click on the sliding windows, click on the two such sliding windows, click on the preview and positioning, change the width to be 6 or 700. Okay, then click on OK. Once you do that, the window is going to change to this. Now go to your 3D view, and where this side is actually, the side of the house is actually being located on the first story, go there, go to the 3D view, and let's go and change that to be a toilet window. As you can see, we have something like this. Okay, so select on it, click on this node here, click this, stretch vertically, and just pick the side here. Once you do that, click this also and stretch it upward, and let's give a distance of maybe say 700. Click enter. So we're going to be having a toilet window like this. Select on it, select on the settings dialog, and let's add a cupping to it. So select on the sliding window settings, select this, select on the casing outside, double click on this. Okay, select this to change. Let's model the casing outside to be a titanium white also, and click on it and click on OK. So we're going to be having something like this. All right, click this, and let's change the inside of the window to be a metal aluminium. Okay, so we don't have this wood finish. Click on it, click on the settings dialog, and click this. Let's go to the model here, double click on this, click this, and let's look for aluminium. Click this and click on OK. So that's going to change, and we have something as perfect as this. So wherever we have the toilet windows, we're just going to change that now. So go to the first story, hold on Alt, select on this toilet window, and we need the toilet window for here. Let's Control Alt to select to make the changes here, and let's look for okay, we also need it to be here, so I'm just gonna click. Oh sorry, that was a mistake. So it's supposed to be outside like this. Click, and for this other side to outside, click. So let's go to the ground floor plan. So wherever we have the toilet window, we can also make the adjustments. So press Ctrl Alt, select Ctrl Alt, select on this window, do the same thing for this other side, and for this other side. So just add it like this, like so. So if you go to your 3D view, you should have the toilet window. As you can see, this is the toilet windows, perfect, that's the way they are supposed to be. Okay, all right, so if you want to model this now, since we already made a few changes to it, so let's model this. So we can see the metal frame we used here and the titanium white we used here. Okay, so go to the documents, click on the creative imaging, click on the photo rendering projection, and let's make it just load up. Alright, now this is the final product that we had. As you can see, if you look at the window, that's the titanium white finish, and the doors has the metal aluminium to it. So this is how we, this is the end of the video. If you go to your 3D view, if you want this particular side, you can decide to also model this side. Okay, just as I did in this picture. Okay, so there's not, I can also decide to go up. Alright, so it's just to your choice. Alright, the stairs, if the stairs is not open, if you go to your 3D view, as you can see, you can't see the stairs. What you have to do is you just cut out the slab so you can see the stairs. So to do that, just go to the first story, and where the stairs is located, click on the slab, click on this node, one of the node. Now click on subtract from polygon, click this side, drag it to meet this side here. Alright, once you do that, click the node again, let's make a perfect shape, click that. Now go to your 3D view, and you're going to see the stairs is going to be opened. Okay, so they can walk in like that. Alright, and you can decide to also add a railing, so you can decide to just hold on Alt, select on this railing. So once you do that, zoom in, let's go in to the stairs, and hold on space by your keyboard and just click this edge here. As you click that edge, it's going to create the railings for you automatically on the stairs. Okay, so this is one of the best features in Archicad. Because let's also change this railing to the ones you want to use. Okay, so this is just one of the ways to go about this. Thank you for watching this video. If this video has been of help to you, kindly like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial video. Thank you.
The commander and the chief for my crew on. Bullets rattling and whistle at your toque. Never